You know, you got these ninjas that are out here on demon time, killing people. Ukrainian woman, refugee, fleeing war, trying to be safe, gets stabbed to death in Charlotte. By a ninja. She boards the train, got her earbuds in, just listening to some music, you know, just chilling. Ninja behind her got a demon in him, stabs her in her neck repeatedly, unalive her. Black community is disgusting, bro. You ninjas, bro. Y'all be out here just killing people. And then you got these content creators, right? They don't talk about these issues. These black content creators, oh no, they avoid these topics. Because what it shows is how the ninja act in these streets. He's an uncivilized damn demon. That's why when I was in New York, I never liked public transportation. Never liked it. Because you have a lot of weird people, man. A lot of weird people. They be on demon time. This woman lost her life in a senseless act. Senseless. Imagine you listening to your music, and next minute a knife is in your neck from a ninja. Why New Breed is not talking about this? Why he's not talking about it? Why New Breed Global Truth is not talking about the white woman that got stabbed to death on the train in Charlotte? Why? Why he's not talking about it? Because he protects criminals. Ukrainian woman fleeing from war and violence was met with violence by the hand of a black man. Not a white man, a black man. What that man expressed was hate, extreme hatred. He hated white people with a passion. Because think about this. All the other people that was sitting there, how come he ain't killed them? He waited for a woman. He waited for a woman because he's a coward. That's what he did. Sick, man. Y'all like these chips? I like these chips. I believe she was like 26 or 23. I'm not sure her age, but I know she was young. She was about 23 to 26, somewhere around there. And she went out in the worst way. The worst way, guys. Shout out to the person that sent me the story. You know, I didn't even know about that. And that happened right out here. That was a brutal, brutal killing, bro. She ain't deserved that, man. What is the black community gonna do about these things? Turn a blind eye to it? Oh, we don't want to talk about it, right? Let's leave it alone. And you're wondering why nobody want to be around you. That man literally took out his knife. That woman didn't do nothing to him. And he just started stabbing her in her neck. And the raw video, the raw uncut video is out there. The news media is not showing the raw video, but the raw video is out there. When I see stuff like that, man, it just makes me not like ninjas, bro. I just can't stand you folks, bro. Ninjas. I'm talking about ninjas. I don't like you. I don't like being around ninjas because they're evil. And the thing about it is, when you see these kind of crimes, the black social media influencers, they never talk about it. They love to talk about when a white person does something to a black person. That's the only time you see them make a video. They're not balanced. They're not balanced. And it's sick. See, there's a difference between black folk and ninjas. A ninja is an uncivilized demon that has no regard for life. He don't even respect himself. And that kind of animal will kill people. See, for me, this is not a white or black issue. I'm not a racist. Even though racists are in the world, I understand that. There are racists in the world. There are white people that hate black people. I get it. I'm just not one of those kind of people. As long as you don't bother my family, ain't gonna be no problems. You mess around with my family, it's going to be a problem. You're gonna see the wrath of me because I'm not the one to be playing with. But when it comes to injustices, death, murder, I don't see white or black. What I see is criminality. And there's something wrong with the black man in America, where when you see these kind of criminals, Nobody cover these stories. Nobody talk about it. They act like they don't see it. So that woman's death is in vain. It's like she's just dead and nobody covers the stories to bring awareness to the issues. You can't even be safe on a bus or a train no more. You got to now watch your back. Remember I told you the other day, people are afraid of people. This only makes it worse. This is why you got to walk around with your gun. So when you see stuff like this, you put a bullet in a ninja's head right away. See, somebody was supposed to put a bullet in that animal's head as soon as he did that. Somebody was supposed to pull out their gun and take him out. That would have been a beautiful thing. When you see animals like that, you got to put them down. We don't want no prison time. See, for me, the proper judgment for an animal like that is to take him to the gun range and let the family have target practice with him. In other words, rather than you shooting the target, put him on the damn target and let the family have at him with all their guns and just shred him to pieces and let them get that pleasure of shooting his arm off and his legs off and just a gruesome bloodbath. To me, that's proper judgment. I don't care because she didn't deserve that. That woman was listening to her music, having a good time. She was listening to her music, having a good old time, minding her business, on her way to wherever she had to go. Probably she was going to work out. And this damn demon ended her life for no reason. This is why I cannot stand human beings, man. I cannot stand human beings, bro. If I could live alone on an island with nobody around, I would live there. I don't need to be around people, bro. As long as I have ways to provide, buy food, get the necessary things that I need to sustain my life and my family, I'm good to go. I'm 48, got a few more years on the earth. Pretty much, I don't mind living on an island by myself with my family and just live out my days until it's time to go. Because this world is evil. Pure evil, man. And it's sick. Absolutely sick. Where people just unaliven people for no reason. Because here's the thing. When the video was played, because I'm gonna do another video later on, I'm gonna try to keep the story alive because I don't want her death to just be another senseless death where we all forget. And just because she's a Ukrainian woman doesn't mean that her life doesn't matter. The issue here is situational awareness. Now, when you're about in the streets, you gotta really keep your eyes open now. You gotta. Because you don't know who is ready to crash out. That's why I don't like being around people. Because I'm gonna put somebody in a box. I don't like people, bro. I'm serious when I tell you. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust human beings, bro. The more I see stories like that, the more it keeps me on edge. And I'm ready. You know what I mean? Ready. Imagine you in a store and you see a damn ninja, or even if it's a white man, doesn't really matter who it is, and they unalive a child right in front of you. That damn demon going in a box. I'm taking him out. I'm gonna be justified too. According to the law of the land, I could take him out. I don't really want to, but I'm taking him out. I don't want him to go to prison. I want him to die. I don't want him to go to prison. I don't want nobody to pay taxpayer dollars paying for this damn animal to stay in a damn cell. What the hell we keeping him alive for? Put him to death. What the hell you keeping him alive for? And this is what I don't understand about this society. When you have criminals that commit crimes, right? They need to be put to death. That's the way I see it. Listen, you would rid society of crime if there is a mandatory death sentence. In other words, you do any crime, you put to death. That's it. Get you out of the way. I don't care. Call it heartless, whatever you want to say. I like peace. I like peace and quiet. I don't like dealing with no killers and rapists and child molesters and men, women beaters and domestic issues. I don't want to see none of them things, bro. Just erase those people from the planet. Take them into outer space and just dump them. Get rid of them. I don't understand the idea of the prison system. It shouldn't be a prison system. Just put them to death. That's it. Put them to death. Call it what you want. I don't care. If you're a criminal, you deserve death. If you out here committing crime, taking lives, harming children, you deserve death. That's it. That's the only solution. We don't need you in society. Imagine you live in a community and you have a damn rapist that live next door and you know about it. Imagine that. Imagine you live in a community and one of your neighbors was once convicted of touching and molesting kids. That motherfucker better be, listen, you better stay the fuck away from this house because I'm telling you, it's gonna be a problem. You understand? If I even see you look near my kids, it's gonna be a problem. And see, this is why humans are really not supposed to live near one another. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to be around other people. You know? Because there's a lot of weirdos that are in this world and you don't know their history. You don't know what these people do. You could live in a community and probably 3, 4, 5 of your neighbors are registered sex offenders. You don't even know. You don't even know. You can have a dude that you probably say, yo, what up, salute. Dude raped 3 women already. You see what I mean? And you send what's up to this dude every day. This woman lost her life, bruh. Lost her life. And the black content creators, they're not talking about it. Nope. They're not talking about it, guys, because she's white. They don't want to talk about the story. I'm the only one. I'm pretty sure others spoke on it, but I'm talking about the black racist content creators. They don't ever talk about these stories because what they like to do is they like to make it look like if black men aren't committing crimes, like we're perfect and we got everything under control. And nah, bruh, like the dude that did this deserves death, bruh. Like he deserves death. I think that they should give the family the pleasure of taking him out the way he took out the woman. The family should get knives and be able to take him out the same way. Would be judgment. I mean, it's gruesome, it's brutal, but this is the jungle, guys. Listen, in nature, a lot of times we care about animals, right? You see lions, tigers, baboons, all sorts of crazy animals. They all got to feed off of one another. Survival of the fittest. So in the jungle, animals are pretty much going to eat one another. And when you see nature in its finest, it's brutal. When you see animals ripping each other apart, ripping flesh, consuming other animals, it's brutal, but it's a part of life. So the way I see it, if he took out that woman, the family should be given access to knives, weapons, machetes, swords, whatever you got. And they supposed to put them on a pole somewhere, tie them up, and make the family go at him. Brutal. Who cares if he screams? Who cares? I don't feel sorry for you, bro. You took out that woman, and now her family is crying. So your family needs to cry now. Ain't no forgiveness for that. I'm sorry. Yeah, but the Bible says, fam, there's no forgiveness for that. You can go ahead and quote what you want to quote. That right there deserves mandatory death. You understand? You don't take someone's life and just get a minimum prison sentence. No, you deserve death for that. It don't make no sense. You know? She didn't do nothing. She didn't harm nobody. And yet this is what was done. And what pisses me off about it is the black community stays quiet on these issues because they want to perpetuate a narrative that black men are perfect, they don't do nothing, they're infallible, you know. This is the image they want to uphold. I'm cut from a different cloth. I like to hold the black community accountable for their actions. And a lot of times people get mad at me and call me a sellout. They say, oh, you trying to fit in with different groups of people. I'm not trying to fit in with nobody. I don't like people. I don't think you understand. I might talk to people every now and then, but I don't like people. I really don't. I don't like human beings, bro. They're evil. I just don't. Look at how he killed that woman. She sat down, bro. Like, listen, seconds. Listen, a minute didn't pass. And she was dead, bro. A minute. Imagine you, with a show of ones, how many of you live in a big city where they have a transit system? Primarily like New York, you know, put a one if you live in a big city where they have a transit system and you frequent the transit system every now and then because that's your way of getting around the city. Imagine you sitting down next to somebody and now you got to be thinking about, is this person going to crash out? So now what does that do? It put us all on edge. Now we all got to be. Now we don't trust nobody now. Now we don't trust nobody now. And this is what it is, man. Now we're at a point where we got to be on edge and watch everybody that's around us. You know, because you don't know who's going to crash out next. You don't know who's going to crash out, guys. It's sick. Absolutely sick. She walks into the subway or the bus or whatever it is, and you see her walk in. And when she sat there, bro, I was like, oh, man. Because the camera showed the dude all fidgety. He was looking weird, like he was tweaking. His mind, his brain, something wasn't right. They zoomed it in, and you could see his mind was somewhere else. And when she sat there, I said, oh, man, bro. Why? Why did you sit there? She didn't expect nothing. She didn't expect that she was going to be harmed. Just like when a lot of you take public transportation. That's why And I'm pretty sure some of you, some of you never use public transportation. You always drove your car. Because why? To avoid stuff like that. To avoid stuff like that. Some of you never use public transportation because you trying to avoid stuff like that. It's sick, man. Absolutely sick, bro. As soon as she sat down, I was like, she dead, bro. I thought he was gonna punch her. I thought he was gonna punch her in the face. I think, okay, he punched her in the face. She might get a black eye, busted lip, but she'll live. But then I saw him take the knife. Once I saw the knife, I said, it's over. He gonna stab her up in the face. Now think about the division this caused with the people. Ukrainian woman murdered, stabbed to death by a black man. Think about the racial tension that is building up. And he got locks. So now what that says is if you're a black man, you got locks, you're a killer. It's crazy, man. Absolutely sick. Now her family is mourning. But what are we going to learn from this? Let's talk about that. Now, you got to keep your eyes open wherever you go because people are crashing out. You cannot keep your guard down no more. No more. You got to keep your eyes open now, guys. You got to keep your eyes open. Do not let your guard down. When you're in a store, whenever you out and about, keep your eyes open and be ready. You know what I'm saying? If you got your gun, a knife, whatever, a weapon, and it's legal, all right? Got to make sure that you protect yourself and your family at all times. Because I'm going to put somebody in a box. I'm going to put somebody in the fucking box, bro. Because what happened to that lady, I'm surprised nobody that was there didn't kill that dude, bro. Blood was dropping all in the train because you could tell he injured himself too. You could tell he injured himself because blood was coming from probably, it looked like he had a switchblade, some sort of blade that folds. So he probably, when he was going like this, it probably folded and cut himself. You know what I mean? At that moment, they were supposed to take him out. They were supposed to take him out. Nobody took him out. So I'm like, damn, y'all just gonna let this dude walk around the cart and he just unalived this woman? Come on now, man. At least beat him down, bro. Beat him. And then let the police come in and do what they gotta do. But don't let him get away, bro. Imagine the world we live in now, guys, where you gotta be concerned about somebody stabbing you now while in a train or a bus or just standing in line food shopping. The person behind you, you gotta keep an eye on them now. It puts us all on edge. And this is why I told you I don't like humans. Y'all think I'm making this stuff up. I'm not. This is what I'm saying about the world. I don't trust people, bro. People are weird. They're crazy, bro. They're crashing out. Ever since that shot came out, where they told everybody go get that injection, people been crashing out. I didn't take that mess. If you took it, hey, it is what it is. Hopefully you good. But as soon as they was like, yo, if you don't take this mess, you gonna lose your job. I was like, hey, you could keep the job. You could keep the job. Great paying job I had. I tell you guys a story all the time. With a little OT, you make 6 figures, easy. And with me, OT was normal. So we were just clocking in income tax checks every payday. I'm talking about every single payday, we clocking in like six grand. Boom, boom, boom. You know, between 5 to 6 grand every paycheck. We was just cashing in, bro. And they were like, oh, if you don't take that shot, you gotta go. So, you know the rest of the story. I didn't take the shot. They said, okay, don't come back to work. It's like, it is what it is, because a lot of the co-workers, some of them died, and some of them crashed out, lost their mind, bro. Some of them start getting blood clots, like serious stuff, serious complications because of that. I was like, I ain't taking nothing. I ain't gonna kill me. I got living to do. Some of those coworkers are not here no more, guys. They took that shot, they dead. And some of them, they lost their mind and quit. That's sick. Some of them took the shot, lost their mind, and quit the job. That's sick, bro. Now they have mental issues, bro. And I warned them. I was like, yo, bro, don't do it. Don't do it. I seen people on the job crying when they had to take that shot. They was like, yo, man, I don't really want to do it, bro, but I got to take care of my family. I was like, I understand that, dog, but it's not worth it. You could get another job, bro. Just struggle, go through, live within your means, you know, eat mashed potatoes and beans for dinner. And it is what it is. See, I know what it's like to not have nothing. I know what it's like to eat, you know, corned beef, rice, you know, some mashed potatoes and some beans. I know what it's like to eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for dinner, some crackers and some cheese. I know what that's like. See, I don't forget where I came from. I'm from the hood originally. So you got your oodles and noodles, got some sunflower seeds. I'm good. You know what I mean? And those that are from the hood, you know what I'm talking about. You know how to survive if it's hard times. You know? Now, if you can eat good, then do that. But if your back is against the wall, you got to go back into survival mode. You know? See, I'm a realist, and I understand what life is, and I understand there's certain struggles we go through, and we have to make certain adjustments. You know, it ain't gonna be nice all the time. Sometimes it's gonna be rough, you know, but you still gotta go through. So now, we gotta watch our backs now. Now we gotta look over our shoulder and give everybody that mean mug now, because we don't know who got a knife ready to stab us in the neck. You know what I mean? Now you gotta walk with your gun everywhere. You gotta have your gun. You gotta have a gun in your car and a gun on your person, and you gotta have that thing ready, and be on high alert. You see anything, and see, this is what's gonna happen. People are gonna end up getting shot for no reason, because a lot of people don't understand how to keep their emotions in check. Some people that have guns are too quick to draw when there's really no immediate threat. You're gonna have people getting unalive just because somebody looked at them funny now. You're gonna have people that will assume you did something and they're gonna pull their gun out and shoot you. And they're gonna say, oh, I was self-defense. I thought they were gonna do something to me. And the person never did nothing. This is a crazy world, bro. That's why you can't be the kind of person that get triggered easy and you react too fast, because you might end up killing somebody and then you have to do 20 years, 30 years, you know? Just because you can have a gun, a weapon, does not mean you pull it out and start brandishing a weapon. That's not what we're saying here. What we're saying is, if you're a gun owner and you out and about, you got to be on high alert to protect your family. But don't be out there being stupid. You know what I mean? Because then you're going to get arrested and do some time. A woman lost her life in the worst way, man. I don't think she even knew she died, bro. The shock of what happened to her, it disturbed her soul. Her soul was ripped from her body by that demon, by that animal, that beast. Her soul was ripped from her body. She got murdered in a very violent way, stabbed up in her neck. She didn't even have time to be in shock. Just the initial stab. She's like choking on her own blood with the headphones on, listening to her music. That fucking evil demon killed her in the worst way while her music is playing. Her last memory was the song that she was listening to. What was her last song? What was the last song she was listening to? That's deep, right? What was the last song? What was she listening to? Think about that. And see, this is why I don't like people, because people got demons in them. Like, I be out here and people be on demon time. I be seeing some stupid shit. And I'm like, listen, man, people just dumb as hell, bro. I don't like being around people, bro. You know, like, human beings are supposed to know right from wrong. And a lot of times people are so fucking stupid. It's like, you gotta either cuss them out or just check their ass real good, because some people just don't know how to stop fucking with people. You know what I mean? And this is why I don't like people, bro. I just stay out of the way. Stay out of the way, leave me the fuck alone. You know what I mean? I'm not the fucking one to deal with, you know? So, she went out the worst way, man. And you got these damn ninjas on social media don't want to talk about the topic because they want to protect this fucking criminal. They want to protect him. Like he a good man when he's a damn devil. But let it had been a white man stabbed a black woman, oh, these content creators would be talking about that. They wait for those topics, you know? They like any topic that deals with a white harming a black. They get excited about that. I'm cut from the cloth that says, don't fuck with nobody. That's the kind of cloth I'm with. My family taught me that a long time ago. They said, mind your fucking business. Say to yourself, mind your business. You'll be all right. That's real talk. But when you're the kind of person that always want to be in somebody's business, always want to monitor somebody else's life, you don't got a life. I don't give a fuck about nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't be in nobody's business. I don't be trying to fit in. I don't got no time for none of that stuff. I'm 48. I've been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to chill. It is what it is. I don't got nothing to prove. I don't need no damn friends. I don't need none of that stuff, bro. None of that stuff interests me. When you come from where I come from, seeing what I seen, you start realizing that life ain't shit, bro. It's just a bunch of damn demons, evil people. And I think that we were all put here to experience this shit so that we can be prepared for the real life. I guess it's like a waiting center, a holding cell for us to experience all this BS and it kind of see who qualify for the real life to live, to see who's going to pass the test, you know? Who's going to be able to pass the test or who's enjoying this world? Because this world is evil. I don't see no good in this world. But there are people that love this world and they want the life to continue to go on and on and on and on, not realizing this place ain't good. You're more closer to hell than you can imagine. Believe it or not, man. When you could be sitting in a damn train or whatever the case is and getting stabbed in your neck and dying, what does that say? What kind of world you living in? You could be on the job and this can happen to you. You could be dealing with one of your coworkers and this happen to you. One of your coworkers can unalive you on the job. You never know who's going to crash out, guys. You got to be on high alert right now. High alert. Some people just don't get it, bro. And a lot of these damn people got demons in them, bro. A lot of people, bro. A lot of people have demons and they have provoking spirits, meaning they do goofy shit to try to provoke you. I see that shit every day, bro. People doing just the most goofy stuff, bro. And you're like, what the fuck is wrong with this person? They're dumb or something? Yeah, they dumb. They got a demon. And this is what I mean. You got a lot of demons that are in people walking around. And they trying their best to get you to crash out so that you can lose your freedom, go to prison, something along those type of lines. You know? And this is what they do. And it's crazy when you really think about it because it's like you try to just live your life, do your thing, and people be so interested in trying to F with you so that you can step out of character. I'm a grown man, and I'm not here to play with nobody. You know what I'm saying? This is why I stay to myself, because I know what I'm capable of doing. And I know I'll get myself in trouble. That's why I don't want to be around nobody. Because people will make you flip. And this is why you got to have self-control. Because if I didn't have that, I'm telling you, I would have been on the news a long time ago. Because of the bullshit that I had to deal with. And the type of monitoring spirits and demons that be operating through people trying to provoke you. And I'm sure some of y'all been there where you had the choice to respond this way, react that way. And you say, you know what? Let me not do that. Because if I do that, I'm going to end up ruining my life. So let me leave that alone. Yeah, I'm going to leave it alone and just kind of just cool myself off, man. Sometimes you just got to walk away and not let whatever was done take you out of character and put you in a bad position. Now you got to watch who's around you. Now you got to be on high alert. And I had told some two other people about the story. They was like, they didn't even hear about that story. I'm like, hey, this is what's happening, man. You know, you got these people unaliving people and just doing dirt now, killing people for no reason. It's like the weather got cool, bro. That nice fall breeze is out right now. Nice fall weather. Don't you just love it? So, in case you're joining in on the show, a black man killed a Ukrainian woman, stabbed her to death, stabbed up in her neck, unalived her for no reason, unprovoked, just evil. And it's just unfortunate, man. And New Breed didn't make no video. And oh, by the way, New Breed, I got a ton of videos coming your way. Oh yeah, stay tuned. A whole series of videos. We're gonna turn it up on you. Oh yeah, because you're a hypocrite. You don't ever talk about these kind of stories. It's like you avoid these stories. You're afraid of these stories. You know? Yeah, I captured his entire stream. I had screen recorded the entire stream just in case he put it on members only or whatever the case is. So I pretty much screen recorded it. I don't know if it's still up or not, but I don't really care. I got it. I pretty much just clicked record and just went about my daily business while he's recording. And I think I caught probably 5 minutes where he was talking some ish about me and the brothers. And basically, he was trying to make his viewers focus only on listening to him. In other words, if you want advice, get advice from a godly man like him. That man is not a godly man. He's a whoremonger. And that tape that Brainwaves put out, that tape is going to forever haunt you because we're going to play that tape every single time. Every time, every chance we get, we're going to play that tape. And we're going to make the world know that you're a whoremonger, a drunkard, an abuser of women, a violent criminal. We're going to keep that tape rolling. That tape will be useful in my next video because I'm going to make a series. The way I'm going to do it, guys, I'm going to make multiple videos about his videos. Multiple. And we're going to continue this mission because he's a warlock and he does witchcraft, literally live. He does live witchcraft, bro. Like it's sick, you know. But yeah, man, this stuff is really, really bad, man. Woman lost her for no reason. So I'm gonna get up on out of here. I'm gonna do more content and keep you guys posted. I'm gonna do another video about the situation in the studio, and make sure y'all get the likes up on the video. Let's get these likes to 1,000. This man is like, he's just evil, bro. A very evil person. And what's crazy about social media is black folk love grifters. If there's anything you need to know about the black community, is that a lot of people are dumb. They like grifters. They love protecting grifters. That dude is a grifter. A grifter. And his grift is acting like he's godly. The man is not godly, man. He's a whoremonger male. Like I told you about the story that when we first visited North Carolina and my wife and I was leaving the hotel, he already done packed up his car and we thought he left. So we go to the parking lot. We figure he gone. It was like 4 in the morning, guys. Literally, like 4 in the morning. 3:30, 4 in the morning. We go in the parking lot to jump into the car. We see that ninja getting out of his car, going back to the hotel with 2 women. And he was drunk. And his 2 baby mamas was pregnant. You tell me, what was he going back to that telly to do? Come on now. It's crazy. I look, I'm like, this dude had 2 women with him, and he was drunk, heading back to the hotel. But he told you guys that he's a man of God. No, he's not. He's a whoremonger. And he do that every now and then. Just like he said in the video, he said he smashed 4 women, raw dog, in 1 week. What man smashes 4 women in 1 week? Raw dog. That's a whoremonger male. That's not a godly man. That man have demons. You know? And that's crazy. Lucky Star, why you said we got you, no need to go into details, his sheep hear his voice. What do you mean by that? Are you saying that I shouldn't go into details? That don't make sense. I'm supposed to go into details when you're talking about something. That's how people wake up. Everybody that's viewing me is not his sheep. All of the viewers that are viewing are not God's people. You understand? Everybody that is viewing don't believe in the Bible. When I make my content, I don't make my content like that clown. That clown talks as if though everybody that's viewing him is in the Bible, believe in God. That man had people in his video confessing what they smoked in his video. And the reason why he did that is because Waves and myself exposed the video where he made the confession about being a whoremonger, smoking weed all day, just being a sinful dog. And what happened is he made all his viewers confess that they all smoke weed, they smoke this. And I'm saying to myself, if you all supposed to be godly people, why y'all all still smoking and drinking and acting the fool? So obviously his viewers, they don't follow God. You know? They don't follow God, bro. And that's the problem. You know? But he want you to believe that he's this holy, righteous man. Because that's what he was doing throughout the whole video. He was acting like he's this holy, righteous man, and everybody else is beneath him. That's what he was doing. You know? We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna definitely talk about it, bro. That man, listen, I told you guys, he violated the scriptures with the Messiah. The Messiah said, don't take no oaths, none. He went in a video and did it. And you know what he did too? We're gonna talk about that. He basically said that he was, I guess, making jokes, acting like he's the 50, what is it, 50 Cent, something, 50 Cent, like he's trolling and he's just being petty. No, he's not. Listen, that man didn't make nothing up. If that's the case, that means he lied to you folks. That man said he made an oath to God when the Bible says not to do that. He's literally trying to act like, well, oh, I was just joking. Oh, when I made that confession about all the sins I did, oh, I was just joking about that. I just wanted them to fall for the bait. This is what he did, guys. This is what he did. He's basically saying that the video where he was confessing, that was him putting out bait because he wanted us to talk about it so he could laugh about it. So in other words, he's saying none of that is real. He never did it. If that's the case, why he put it on members only? Why he was acting all sincere if it's not real? No, it is real. He just want you to believe it's not real because it's so severe and damaging to his reputation. We're gonna play those tapes over and over and over and over all the time. And we're not letting up. I'm gonna play them tapes every single chance I get. For real. You know? So, we're gonna get up on out of here, man. It is what it is. I'm gonna go take a spin on this scooter, ride around for a little bit. It's very cool weather. It's kind of chilly out here, fam. I ain't gonna hold you. It's kind of chilly. I don't know what the weather like is in New York, but I know in New York, once it hits September, it just get cold. You start seeing people come outside with jackets. New York is weird, bro. It could be 90 degrees outside, right, in August. Once Labor Day is over in New York, everybody pull out their coats. It'd be weird, bro. And it still be hot, but they'll pull out their coats. You know? Crazy. So guys, we're gonna get up on out of here. Condolences to the family of the Ukrainian woman who lost her life. It's just unfortunate what happened to her. It's horrible. Horrible death. Horrible, horrible death. And this is why I don't trust people. This is why I don't like people. Because people are evil. The only time I interact with people is if they say something to me. You speak to me, I'll speak to you. But if you don't, I would never speak to you. Never. Because I don't trust you. I've seen too much evil. When you've seen as much evil as I've seen, bro, you learn that people are evil. And you can't trust them. They will set you up, lie, manipulate, distort information, fabricate information, just to sabotage your life. So it's best not to even deal with them. So it is what it is, man. I'm gonna go ride one of these scooters. I think I'm gonna ride the Dualtron Thunder. I have to charge it up. I haven't charged that scooter in 2 years. It's like I have 3 scooters here that I was gonna give them away, but I said nah, I'm not giving them nowhere, nobody around here. Not doing that. Next minute, somebody end up getting hurt. They blame me. Oh, you gave them the scooter and blah blah blah. Nope. So it is what it is, man. I'm gonna get up on out of here. Y'all take care. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Click the notification bell for all. Make sure you hype the video up. If you get one of them notifications from YouTube that says, hey, you like the video is good, give me a 5-star rating, guys. 5-star rating. Don't be like these haters. These haters get those notices, they be putting 1 star. Don't recommend. Don't do this. Just a hater. Because they're jealous. And shout out to everybody that make videos about me in a negative way. Appreciate all the promotion. You will never get a response from me. Never get a response from me. But I appreciate all the free promotion. Negative publicity when you speak on my name actually helps the algorithm because you're pushing my name. So appreciate that. So that being said, guys, I'm gonna get up on out of here and tend back to the. Well, I don't have to do nothing to the yard because it was raining like crazy yesterday. So I don't have to water. I don't have to do nothing. Everything is good. You don't want to overdo your watering because you'll get disease on your yard. So leave it alone. Do not overdo it. If it was a crazy rain, you leave the yard alone. Do not put no extra water on it. It has enough water in that soil. All right. So just let it grow, let it grow. So that being said, guys, I'm gonna get up on out of here. Got some things I gotta do. I'll catch you in the next video. All right. So I'm out. Peace and blessings. We out of here. Y'all take care. Peace.